Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I want us to go through Gemini 2.0 Flash. So Google has released 3 new models and I think it's worth talking about. We have been working on ChatGPT, we have been working on Claude, and the very many deep language models that have been coming up. So for example, DeepSeek and everything else. And I want to convince you to move to Gemini as well, because I feel like Google has come at a point where we can actually work with it now in terms of speed, in terms of reasoning capabilities. It's almost as good as DeepSeek, and that's what I wanted us to go through. You'll go to gemini.google.com, and this is basically the site. At the very top is where we can select the models. We have 2.0 Flash, 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental, and then 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental with apps. I'm going to go through each single one of the models, and then the previous model was 1.5 Flash. So this is the pricing that we have. So for example, with ChatGPT, the input tokens, this is per 1,000 input tokens, and the tokens here are kind of like more or less like words, kind of the same way to think about it. So per 1,000 tokens with ChatGPT 4.0, we get it's around $2.5, and then ChatGPT 4.0 mini is 0.15. And I want you to see where Gemini lies, so that you can see it's almost free. Gemini is 10 cents. That's how good this model is. And Gemini 2.0 Flashlight is it's free. It's 0.0075 cents. So when it comes to cost, Gemini is by far the cheapest. Almost as good. It's cheaper than DeepSeek, and DeepSeek was cheap, so it is cheaper than DeepSeek. So like even when you use it, there is the free version. Obviously I'm talking about the paid version now. Even with the paid version, it is cheaper than any model that we have right now by far. So this is why I think we should definitely consider it. So for example, with ChatGPT 4.0, the input tokens, or per 1,000 words, it's going to cost you $2.5. With Gemini 2.0 Flash is going to be 10 cents, and then the output tokens, that is the words that ChatGPT is going to output, it's like $10 per 1,000 words, and then with Gemini it's 40 cents. This is so cheap. It's basically free. It's basically free, and this is for the paid version. They still have like the free version. I just want you to have that in mind, and that's what I wanted us to go through. So we're going to go through 2.0 Flash, and then we're going to go through 2.0 Flash Thinking, and then we're going to go through 2.0 Flash Thinking, which has been integrated with apps. So apps, I mean Google Maps, and then you can also use YouTube as well. So most of the apps that Google uses, you can use with 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental. So I'm going to start with the 2.0 Flash, and this is just designed for like everyday use. This is your basic ChatGPT where you give it a question and then gives you an answer, and it's very fast. And you will think that because it's very fast, it will suffer in terms of the quality of the answers, but it doesn't. It's still very good, and we're going to see that. So the first one where we're going to jump into, we're going to start testing with the 2.0 Flash, and this is, like I said, this is for everyday use. And I'm just going to give it a prompt. What's the weather forecast in Nairobi tomorrow? So I'm going to come to Gemini 2.0 Flash, make sure I've selected that, and then ask Gemini. And it's a multimodal in the sense that you can give it a picture, you can integrate, you can attach a photo there, go there. So this is the first prompt. What's the weather forecast for Nairobi tomorrow? And there's an app for this as well. So there's a Gemini app, so that's why this can be very useful. So it gives you, this is the weather for tomorrow. It gives you from 7, the entire day actually, which is so cool. This is so cool. Yeah, so this is for like everyday use, and I know this is ChatGPT can do this, yes, but the good thing with this is that it has been integrated with Google in so many ways, so it makes it very easy, because most of us have like a Gmail. So yeah, so that's like for the first prompt. Just ask it, and then gives you the weather for the entire day, every single hour of the entire day. So for example, here I see high, it's going to be high of 29 degrees and low 14 degrees, and precipitation 0, so no rain at least, which is good. So the second prompt is create a short witty slogan for Harry Potter, but Harry Potter. So it's this is just basics, the one that we still use with like ChatGPT. So it gives you a bit of options. Harry Potter, where dogs get their magic touch, which is kind of funny. Harry Potter spells for stylish pups. Harry Potter unleashing your dog's inner beauty. You're a wizard, Harry. Harry Potter, we transfer your pet. Oh my god, expect a post some transformation, Harry Potter making tales with magic. Yeah, so this is basic troubleshooting or just basic chatting with ChatGPT. There's something that you can do with it, you can do with this one, but this is way faster, and I feel like it's slightly more creative in some things. Yeah, so that's just an example of a very couple of prompts that you can use with it. And so that's basically 2.0 Flash. It's very fast. Ask it a question. When was the Second World War? And it's very fast. As you can see, it's very fast. I like how fast it is. So the Second World War was officially begun September 1st, 1939, when Germany invaded Poland. The war continued for 6 years, ending on September 2nd, 1945, with the formal surrender of Japan. And also it like gives you sources there. So I find that cool. It is almost like what Perplexity does. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And you can choose to see the sources and also hide them. So yeah, so I like that. So this is just very basic large language models. Same thing with ChatGPT, DeepSeek. We can all do that, but I feel like this is faster than them, and it doesn't really suffer when it comes to accuracy. So the second one that we're going to go, the second model we're going to go through is 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental. So this is the one that is used for basic thinking or problems that take step-by-step thinking. So for example, if it's going to be coding, or it's going to be, you have like a very big problem that you want to think through, because we now know that the more time you give a large language model to think through a problem, the better the answer is going to be. So for the second model, I have an example, and the prompt that we have is a logic puzzle. So this is a very basic logic puzzle. It's a farmer wants to cross a river, and he has a goat, and also he has a wolf, and the idea is and a cabbage. Yeah, so he can't leave, for example, he can't leave the cabbage with the goat, because the goat is going to eat the cabbage, and he can't leave the wolf with the goat, because the wolf is going to eat the goat. So it's kind of like, how do you think that through? So I think as for us, it's very easy, because we kind of like know he's going to have to take one thing at a time and then bring something back. So we can think that through, but for large language models, it could be hard. So, but I just want to show you the thinking process. I'm going to copy that prompt, paste it here, and then you can see how it thinks. So this is the same under the hood thinking that we have with like DeepSeek, where you can see, okay, so here's the thinking process. When you have like this line, is thinking process to solve the farmer's goat cabbage river crossing problem. So understanding the constraint and goal. So this is something that DeepSeek doesn't have, that I feel like Gemini has, which is really cool. You can see the thinking in terms of the goals, how it's way more structured thinking compared to like DeepSeek. DeepSeek is way better. I'm not going to lie. DeepSeek is still really better when it comes to thinking, and just I think it's because it uses the process that DeepSeek uses, the multiple experts process is better. If you ask me, it just yields better results compared to these other large language models. So for example, with this one, I like this one because you can see the structure of thinking is slightly better. So for example, here we have goal, we have boat capacity, so farmer plus one item trip, and then we have the constraints and safe pairing. So for example, it already knows the wolf and goat can't be alone together, and then the goat and the cabbage can't be alone together either. Identify the vulnerable item. The goat seems to be the most vulnerable item because it is in danger from both the wolf and the cabbage. This suggests that we need to pay close attention to the goat's location at all times. Smart. So you can see like it does the first step. So this is where it goes. Since the goat is crucial to the monitor, let's consider moving the goat first, which is really good. So it thinks through option A, option B, has like 3 options there, and then realize the need for a temporary return and swapping, which is interesting. So it thought through, and it was like, oh, I need to come back, I need to bring something back. So that's really cool. And then after that, re-examine step 3, I think of bringing the goat back. So it did that, and this is all thinking. All this is still thinking. New strategy attempt. So yeah, so it has like a aha moment. You need to bring the goat back. It's so cool and weird, to be honest. That is scary. It's scary to see these large language models think. Like, seeing the thinking under the hood is quite scary. Okay, so it thought through. Wow, this is a very big step. And then it gives us an answer. So understanding the constraints, the board capacity, the farmer can only take one item at a time. So we have the wolf, goat, or cabbage at a time in boat, in addition to themselves. So unsafe pairings, wolf and goat cannot be left together alone on either side of the river, and goat and cabbage. So steps to solve the puzzle, let's use start step and destination step. So step 1, take the goat across the river. So the farmer takes the goat across the river to the destination side. So the start is farmer, wolf, cabbage, destination side, goat. And then safety check, this is safe because the wolf and the cabbage are left alone, which is allowed because the wolf won't really eat the cabbage. So the goat is on the other side. And then the return to the other side, the farmer rows back to the other side, leaving the goat on the destination side, and then comes, which is still safe, takes the cabbage across the river, yes, and after that bring back the goat to the start side, yes, so that's right. And then once they bring back to the other side, take the wolf to the other side, so the wolf is the one that's going to be left with the cabbage, and then come back, and then take back the goat to the other side, and then the logic is complete. So I like that. And then the other thing that ChatGPT doesn't do with the same prompt, which I'm going to show you, is it doesn't really give you a summary. So I like this summary of steps in order. So yeah, so they take the goat to the destination side, and then return alone, and then take cabbage, and then bring back the goat, take wolf, and then return alone, and then take goat to the destination side. So I like that. So let me show you how that looks like with ChatGPT. Okay, so to be fair, I'm going to, so this is ChatGPT, and to be fair, chat, I don't know why. Like I'm starting a rap band. Okay, so I'm going to be fair. I feel like it would be very fair to give ChatGPT reasoning, so that you can still compete with the reasoning capability with Gemini. So I'm going to do that, and just click enter. It's going to reason. Wow, didn't even really take that long, a couple of seconds. Aha, the wolf goat cabbage puzzle. Okay, so safe. So the solution is usually the same. Take the goat across. It already knows. So yeah, so it's quite easy. Honestly, it solved it in seconds. Take the goat over, left bank, wolf, cabbage. And I'd asked before, I don't know if the memory has done this, but yeah, still I'd also asked Gemini. This was faster. Yeah, so this is what it looks like with ChatGPT. It's very fast, to be honest. Okay, so the second prompt that we're going to try with is asking it to give us a code for snake game in HTML. So I'm going to put that there, and again I'm using 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental. This is very good when it comes to coding, because coding takes time. You have to go step by step. So let me see. Oh, this is good. This is the complete code. So I'm going to copy that code, and then I'm going to come to Lightweave, paste it there. Oh, hold on, that was fast. It's not running properly, too fast. Whole thing as a code. HTML. Okay, so it was running too fast before. You could tell. I'm barely getting time to play. Because here's why it's okay, so I'm just going to refresh that. Hopefully get rid of that because it's not even giving me any time to play. Okay, get rid of that. Paste that. Yeah, that's a bit faster. So it is moving, as you can see, but it's not really playing, is it? Like, it's slower now. So I'm going to just go back and then be like, it's not really playing. It's not playing at least the game movement. So, but I can't move it using the arrow keys. So the arrow keys are not working. The arrow keys aren't working. And this is basically coding. Coding is seeing that there's a problem, fixing that one particular problem, going back. This is basically it. Just basically going back and forth with it. And then I'm just going to be like, give me the whole code. Give me the whole code, please. Just in case robots take over one day. Be nice. Okay, so it should have. We're at a point where we don't really need you don't really need to learn how to code per se. Like you will learn. It's easier to learn how to code, let me put it that way. I think you should learn how to code if you can, but now it's way easier now. So you can see right now the arrow keys are working. It's so cool. Oh yeah, there we are. It's getting bigger. This is so cool. So good. Yeah. So that's it. Can code now. You can code. So I've just coded a snake game, which is so good. That's so good. And I have the code. Again, this is something that you can do. This is just an example of what now we can do with AI. It's trial and error. So for example, if you want to change the color, you can also do that as well. But yeah, I'm okay with that. So, and it's going to end, it's going to be like game over. I like that. Score, and then it gives you like a score, game over. So that's basic coding. Nice. So that's Gemini 2.0 Flash thinking experimental. It can code now, very good when especially when it comes to coding. You can read the code here yourself. I really hope you do try this out. This is really cool. I like it. I like it. Okay, nice. So that's 2.0 Flash. Now we're going to go to our third model, which is 2.0 Flash thinking experimental with apps. Okay, say this has reasoning across YouTube, Google Maps, and also Google Search. So let's say we are planning a trip, and I want to show you what that is going to look like. So my friends and I are planning a trip to Diani in Kenya. So I gave it plan a detailed itinerary for a 1 day trip, for a 3-day trip, 1 day over 3-day trip into Diani Beach in Kenya in August. So this will focus on experiencing the best of Diani's coastal activities. So using Google Maps and search, I want you to suggest 3 different highly rated beaches in Diani, checking their accessibilities, amenities like water, rentals, restaurants, and user reviews on maps to prioritize beaches that are like well regarded and suitable for a day's activities in August. So considering August weather, so it's going to look at all that, the reviews for the places that we're going to go, the weather that's going to possibly be there in August based on like previous years, and then recommend a highly rated restaurant in Diani where I can enjoy authentic Swahili food cuisine, using search to find restaurants with positive reviews and local Swahili dishes, and then create a detailed itinerary for a full day starting in the morning and ending in the late afternoon or early evening. So include suggest activities for the morning, afternoon, and late afternoon, and then activities as well, so like water sports, relaxation, and then estimated time travel between locations, and suggest specific routes. Use Google Maps to get between locations, and then present the itinerary in a clear and structured format suitable for a visitor spending one day in Diani Beach during a 3-day August trip. So I'm going to copy that prompt. So I'm going to paste the prompt there, and then this is what we have. So a day of coastal exploration in Diani Beach. So this is itinerary. So Diani Beach, this is the main beach in Diani, known for its long stretch of white sands. I like that. And then we have Galo Kinondo Beach, TV Beach. So it's giving me like 3 options, which is kind of cool. For a day focused on varied coastal activities, Diani Beach and Galo Kinondo Beach are excellent choices. So we have Swahili food. So for Swahili seafood lunch, Ali Baba's Cafe restaurant is highly recommended based on Google search results. So this is good as well. Interesting. I'll check that out. And then detailed itinerary for one day. So it starts the day with like 8 in the morning, and then start your day with breakfast at your accommodation, and then travel to Diani Beach. So it gives you like that's 30 minutes of travel. So that's at least 5 to 10 minutes by a taxi or tuk-tuk, which is that's true. There are a lot of tuk-tuks in Diani. Route, assuming you're starting from a Diani central Diani location, simply head towards Diani Beach Road and follow signs for Diani Beach. Exact routes will depend on your starting point, which is okay, cool. That's kind of interesting. And after that, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. beach activities, water sports, swimming and sunbathing. Water sports, we have snorkeling, done that actually, kite surfing, windsurfing, jet skiing. Nice. That's actually kind of true. And then prepare to leave Diani Beach and travel to Alibaba's Cave restaurant for lunch. So that's awesome. And then we have lunch. This is good. This is so good. So we have like the itinerary for the entire day. I like that. Yeah, so that's it, thinking using Google search, Google Maps as well, which is, it's cool. I like that. The only thing I wish it had more was like links to those specific places, or links to like maps. The first time I did it did give me a link. I don't know why it's not giving me a link right now, but so this one uses Google Maps and Google search as well. So that's something nice. I like it. So that's one of the ways that you can use Gemini when it comes to it using different apps. And let's say the second prompt that we have is you want to buy a phone. So for example, here, find 3 highly rated YouTube video reviews of the Google Pixel 9 smartphone using YouTube search, and then analyze the content of those videos, even if it's conceptually based on video titles, descriptions. In full video analysis isn't possible in your demo setup. So summarize the main pros and cons based on this reviews, then use Google search to find the current average price of the Google Pixel 9. Finally, based on your analysis on reviews and price, briefly advise if the Google Pixel 9 is a good value smartphone compared to other flagship phones. So I'm going to copy this prompt. I just want to buy a Google Pixel 9, and I want to buy Google Pixel 9, and I don't really want to go through all the trouble of going to YouTube, looking through hundreds of videos, tens of videos, after that going to Google search, checking the price, kind of like seeing what it was. I can just use Gemini. So I'm going to open up a new chat here, close that bit, and then make sure that I am in Gemini 2.0 Flash with apps. Paste our prompt there, get rid of that and that, and then enter. So this is sure thinking, and you can also not sure thinking. So sure thinking. So user is asking for it to reviews of the Google Pixel 9. So plan. So it like again lays out the plan. The structure thinking is really cool, where it kind of like gives you, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it, and these are the answers. So this is the plan. Go to YouTube, value assessment. So step 1 YouTube, and then step 2. So cool. So this wants me to find YouTube reviews of Google Pixel 9, which it did. I hope it has someone like MKBHD. There we are. That's like the first one. That's like the first one. That's the first one. He's like the biggest YouTuber when it comes to tech reviews. So I like that is like the first one that it came up with. So that's good. So Marcus Brownlee, Google Pixel 9 Pro review, Gimme Go Good. Marcus Brownlee, MKBHD is a very popular and respected tech reviewer. The video suggests a balanced and critical review. Gives the URL as well. So that's something. That's just Arena official. This is good. I like this. So it's really going for very credible sources. These are people that I will go to. These are channels that I will go to if I was looking for one. I know this one though, Hard Work Carnax. I know this one. But yeah, I like the fact that it does give you a link. Let's see if that link works, right? Let's see if the link works. And guess what? It does. It does. Google 9. It does work. It does work. So this is good. Good Lord. This is good. So I know a bunch of people who will spend days going through YouTube and going through search looking for a particular product. And this is so interesting. So the Google search results are showing the prices in Kenyan shillings, and it didn't even tell it that was in Kenya. I think it knows based on my search history and also based on my settings. It knows that I'm in Kenya. I did not tell it that, to be honest. I did not tell it that. So yeah, the prices range from 76,500 to 106,000. Search method correctly from the Google search to find the average price in Google. Right? So based on the search results, the price in Kenya appears to be ranged from 76 to 106,000. One source lists it as 87,000. One source mentions 104. So it's about 90 to 100,000. And then it gives you the pros and the cons. So excellent camera, smooth performance and software, and then potential cons, gimmick or good question. This is a Marcus Brownie one, battery life, and then now value assessment based on Kenyan price range. As of February 17, which is today, considering the potential pros and cons, it's difficult to definitively say if the Google Pixel 9 is a good value flagship without knowing the prices and detailed specifications of other flagship phones in the market. So what you can do, I'm guessing you can like give it another flagship, like maybe an iPhone or a Samsung S24 or 23. This is good, yeah. So I didn't have to go through every single YouTube channel just randomly. So this just gives you a very good starting point, or gives you an idea of what to look for. I am totally amazed by this. I'm totally amazed by this. So yeah, so that's those three apps. So that's something. Damn. Yeah. Oh good Lord. Okay, so that's Gemini 2.0 Flash Expander with apps. Those are the three models. I'm going to make a video on other Google models that I've just come up with. So there's right now we have Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental, but the Pro version, which is still free as per now, and I am so excited with that one because it has like a 2 million context window, which is amazing. Which is so good. I'm going to create that because it's going to be found in the Google AI Studio. So that's basically the Gemini app. You can download the app as well. There's an Android version and also there's an Apple iOS version. So try around, play around with it, tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.